What is a man?
What is a man?
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's a word that gets misconstrued among every single different type of person who's trying to get an agenda pushed, whether it be women,
What do you
religious
believe
people.
a man is?
I believe a man is just a person who lives up to his responsibilities.
And
you
what
have a
are his
responsibility? You take care of that responsibility. You're a man.
What are his responsibilities?
Depends on what he does in his life. You have, you take care of yourself. I mean, that's one thing. Your responsibility is take care of yourself, your family. If you if you have a family, you do what you need to do to take care of them. And I mean, I don't get caught up in the.
So you're not sure what a man is?
No, I believe that there's a Webster definition of a man that you could take,
No, but what
a
do
lot
you
of people
personally-
would
you-
disagree with that disagreement. I'm sorry,
But Jay, what
personally, like I just
Yeah.
told you, somebody who takes care of his responsibilities.
are you a man?
I believe so.
You're not sure?
I believe so. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not perfect. It's hard. It's hard to. I think everybody has a bunch of gripes with themselves as far as things they would like to do. But yes, I believe I'm a man.
But you're not sure about it?
Okay. I mean, if that's where
sound as though
sure.
you're sure that you're a man.
Well, I don't like to I don't go around beating my chest and getting up in the tough talk saying I'm a man. And I mean, I just like to do unto others as I'd like to be done to myself. I don't make proclamations that are just sort of irrelevant to day-to-day life. I mean, whether I believe I'm a man is just regardless, is irrelevant to, what I'm doing and what's actually going on. So that's not something I subscribe to, like that whole be a man, don't be a man, you're not. I mean,
So you don't really care about being a man or not?
Well, if you tell me your definition of what being a man is, I can kind of tell you whether or not I care about.
But I mean, I'm trying to understand how you think and where you get your ideas from. So you don't personally care about being a man or not?
Well, tell me your definition.
As far as the way that you see a man, as your definition of a man.
I feel like I take care of my responsibilities. And then simple as that. I feel like
Do you
women.
feel
I feel
that
like women
it's wrong to say that you're a man?
No.
Is it wrong for men to admit and be men?
But again, like I said, you'd have to explain your definition of a man when you're asking me
Because
these questions.
You said you believe that you are, rather than saying yes, you are. And then you went on about beating the chest and carrying on about that.
Well, that's big.
Is there something wrong with being a man? And saying that you are
through my definition?
Yeah.
Of taking care of my responsibilities? Of course, yeah. I think it's very important you take care of your responsibilities.
But shouldn't men, is it wrong for men to act and be men?
I'm still is it wrong for men to act and take care of their responsibilities?
It's more to being a man than just taking care of your responsibilities.
So for us to have this conversation,
so do you think that the only responsibility of a man is to take care of responsibilities?
I think you're asking me what I believe a man is, and I'm telling you I believe a man is somebody who takes care of his responsibilities.
I believe that a man is one. Not that I believe. I know that a man is one. Let me first ask: do you believe that Donald Trump is a man?
Do I believe that? Yeah, he's a man.
And what made you believe that Donald Trump is a man?
In my definition?
Yeah.
Through my definition, I mean, he has a family, he has responsibilities that he takes care of.
He's outspoken.
I mean, I don't fit that into the definition. I mean, anybody can be. You don't have to be outspoken.
He has no fear.
No. I mean, fear. I mean, that is totally.
A man doesn't have fear.
I disagree. I feel like fear is something that's necessary. I feel like
no.
I feel
Why
like,
do you feel that way?
Because you would die without fear.
No, fear holds you back.
No, fear is putting your no fear is putting your hand on a stove and keeping it there because you're not afraid what's going to happen. No,
I'm not talking about
to be fearless. I mean, like I also believe in being smart. Like to say you have no fear. I mean, like. That's just living in a.
I have no fear.
You have no fear, so you would walk into oncoming traffic.
No, that's common sense not to do that.
No, I mean if you weren't afraid anything would happen, you would walk into oncoming traffic with no fear.
That's common sense. Let me just tell you what a man is. A man is a male who love what's right with all his heart, soul, and might more than anything or anybody else
I believe that's your
on the
opinion.
earth. A man leads the way without being told.
I
A
disagree.
man is the strength of
There's
his.
plenty of
if
men
he
who
has
follow.
a
What about all
family-
the soldiers and things like that who are following orders, who are doing what their their subordinates tell them?
A man would do that.
Yeah.
But that's
you're
part of
saying
being a
Is
man.
a man is somebody who automatically leads. I
And-
believe that there are certain people who are leaders and certain people are not. Just because somebody's not a leader doesn't necessarily mean that they're not a man. And just because somebody's afraid,
A
I
man
mean, there's a lot
is
of things to
if
fear
he has
in
a
this
family,
world.
he's the head of his wife.
Exactly. And having
you
a
agree to
family,
that?
to me, I mean,
Do you agree that a man is the head of his wife?
is ahead of his wife in what way?
Period. Always.
Of course not.
You don't believe that?
That's silly to me.
Why is that silly to you?
I'll tell you why. Because when you look at the numbers, and we were talking about college earlier, we look at the numbers. Women graduate 33% more than men, meaning a third of the people in college are men and 2/3 are women.
Only
And-
because society is catering to women and
God,
deliberately holding men
There's
back.
nothing to support that.
That's
There's
everything
nothing
to support. Let me
that.
go back to something.
That's emotional. That's emotional pandering to me.
The one thing I do want you to know
Because I know
that
plenty
you-
of women. I've traveled across the world. I've met single women who run their own households. I've met lesbian couples who live in and who have no idea of them, no one of them. And I've met women who make more money and who are smarter than their
Only
husbands.
because
And
society is holding
in those
men back.
situations, I don't see how your point is
society
even-
is holding men back. That's why these women are doing
I
that.
disagree. I feel like men are. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, there's a
The
lot.
one
of
thing I do want to tell you, though,
reasons.
that you can be a leader without being at the head of an organization. A man that leads is not necessary in the military. He got to follow the commandment of the order of the military. But a man is not a liberal. Any man that says that he's a liberal is a woman.
Well, that sounds silly. That's just. I mean, I can't. I mean, like, I'm a very logical person. I like
No,
to look
you're
at
not. If you
stats,
think that a man could
facts,
be a
and statistics.
liberal-
I could say that to you. I could say you're
Only
a
women are-
racist conservative.
Only women are
Does
liberal.
that mean it's true because I said that you're a racist conservative that is a sellout? I mean,
But-
does that
no.
mean it's true?
You know
I mean,
why
you can
it's
say
not
anything
true?
like that. I mean, like that's just sort of.
Is there a difference between men and women?
Of course.
What's the difference? Other than physical, what's the difference?
Oh, well, then other than physical,
Uh-huh.
I think it's just purely physical.
And so,
Wow.
Everything else about you is like a woman.
Everything else about me is like
Yeah,
a
because
woman.
you said that there's no difference, right? Other than
Are you
physical,
saying-
there's no
are you-
difference.
are
Are you
you-
saying that everything else about you is like a woman?
No,
Well,
not
then
at all. I
what's
think you're saying
different?
that.
What's different about you than a woman?
What's different about me than like you said, it's physical differences.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Everything else about you is like a
Wow.
woman.
yeah. You tell me. Like if I'm wrong, then you
Jesse, I
educate me.
rest my
Educate
case.
me.
You're saying that other than the physical, you as a male is just like a woman.
No,
What's different?
because that I mean,
What's
the way,
different?
The way,
Real
the
fast.
premise,
What's different then?
Physical differences.
Other than the physical, is there anything else about you?
which female?
That's different?
Which female?
Female, period.
Well, I don't take that because there are different. There's a whole spectrum
So
of different
you-
females. There are a lot of females who are exactly like men, and there's a lot of females who are on the other side and are very feminine.
So you're
There's a
saying
lot
that
of,
for you,
the
though-
Army Ranger course
For
just
you-
produced 2 women. I'd say I'm a lot like them in certain
So
ways because
for you, other than the physical, you're just like a woman.
What woman?
Woman, period. You're just like
That-
some
that-
women.
Like
You're like some
some women
women.
who are like men.
No, I'm talking about. You're not gonna answer that.